Hey friends, I don't know what I'm gonna say today. Just on a run and just crying. Feeling a little bit just like giving up. Sometimes, we all have days like that where we just, what's the point? What's the point of everything? I think the real reason I'm sad today is there's almost nowhere where I feel like I have community. I know there is. I know I'm being hyperbolic when I talk sometimes. And I know there are people that I can relate to, of course. But in my real life, not so much. There's so many sheep, you guys. There's so many people who profess one thing and they behave a completely other way. And once you see that, there's no going back. There's no going back to sleep. There's no going back to that state of naivete and just trusting X, Y, or Z, that everything's going to work out. And it's okay, because we shouldn't be trusting X, Y, or Z. But it's like, who can I have a real conversation with anymore? I kind of went down in flames yesterday. I know I'm probably going to make my political friends not very happy with me. But I just can't keep the facade going. Politics is not winning anything, you guys. There's never going to be the next right person. It's never going to happen. It's not a thing. In whatever position. The answer is we the people. Period. End of story. The answer is not trusting in an institution. Period. Read the scriptures. Read the Bible. The answer is God. And in America, well, no, I would say it in any country, the answer is, we have to tap into God. We have to tap into that deep within God part of us that is all-knowing and knows what is true and knows what to do. We all have that ability. And I think we get afraid to do that, or the world, just the propaganda to trust in humans and various groups is just so strong. It's just so strong. And I just, with everything that's been happening in the last year, and I don't think I would ever say that I trusted any one person or any group, but I certainly was willing to give them a chance. And now it seems like it's just all been a ruse, and I feel very betrayed. And then on top of that, I feel very betrayed by the people who supposedly had my same principles, like politically and stuff. I just don't even know how to interact with humans that have betrayed principles to such an enormous degree. And at the caucus thing last night, I was in charge, and I basically gave a little speech that I felt like I had to give. It was a little hyperbolic, but it was my true feelings. It's all just fake. It's all a ruse. There's no such thing in Utah as the caucus system, which is the closest thing we have to a republic. It doesn't exist. When you can just pay to have your name be put on the ballot or cheat to do that, what are we even doing? This whole caucus thing is just a farce. But again, I am grateful for people that are stepping up to fight or do that work, because it is honorable and it is worthy of your, I felt like it was worthy of my time, the about 6 years, 6 years I put into it. It's not about, I did feel like it was worthy of my time. The last time I ran, God basically told me, you know, he basically told me that it is going to be a waste of your time, but you know, if you feel inspired to do it, then it's right for you. You know, kind of like one of those things where it can be right for you, it can not be right for you. So I don't feel like it was all a waste of time, but it kind of was. But I learned a lot. I made good friends. I learned a lot about people. I learned a lot about betrayal. I learned a lot about hypocrisy. Politics is crap. And that's a weird thing to say, because politics is just people and uniting and creating groups and causes and such. So that's a very broad statement I'm saying. But the way America does politics right now is from the get-go subverted. This whole, like, it's only got to be this party or that party, the two-party thing, is just, A, it's crap, it's ridiculous, because on its face, it's too extreme. But B, it's not even a thing. It's not a freaking thing. It doesn't matter who gets into whatever position, what kind of letter they have next to their name. They're all going to bend to power and money. Period. End of story. Happens 99% of the time. I personally do not know any politician that hasn't betrayed the party principle. I don't personally know any. Goose eggs. They all betray. They all do. Because the system itself is a betrayal. The system itself is designed to take away human rights, human liberties. And it operates on a presumption of assumption, which is that we're all slaves. And the slave class, you and me, we're just so dumb, so inured, we don't even know. We don't even know. We're sitting there singing our patriotic songs. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I feel like I need to, like, go to a foreign country this July. I don't know what I'm not expected, but just want to throw a protest or something on that day with my 5 friends who are my community now. I live in Utah, and I've essentially become an outcast in my church setting, in my religious social life. Not really, but yeah, really. And in my political life, that's all crumbling down. Like, so many of my friends that were with me on principle are like, we gotta go kill people in this country. We have to. It's the right thing to do. You hate veterans. What? Okay. I just want to cut ties with all that. And what does that leave me? Not very many people. And that's okay, because I do feel like this is the righteous path, at least for me. Going out into the wilderness, literally, that's where I am right now. There, I'm back. Okay. Literally going out into the wilderness and forging a path with my family, fleeing Babylon, getting the crap out of this evil and corrupt system, all of it, the whole thing. This whole idea that we can save democracy, that we can save something. I mean, maybe it's possible. It's not going to happen if we use politics, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. Unless and until a great number of people, we the people, have that understanding and awakening of what's really going on, all the psyops, or at least most of them, or at least the main ones, and understand that everything is a lie. Like almost, I would say 99% of everything is deception, is meant to manipulate us into some action, some behavior for the group to benefit, whatever group is doing the propaganda. We have to be smart enough to know that it's all a lie. Like, the deception is everywhere, you guys. Yeah. Oh, I'm back. I'm trying to hike up a hill because I am in the wilderness. Yeah, they've lied about everything, and yes, there are theys in the world. Absolutely there are. The rich and the powerful, duh. It's not just one they, but there are theys. They've lied about literally everything. Why in the world would your special thing that you believe to be true, even though you haven't done the research, be true? And you can claim you've done the research. For example, I've looked into vaccines. I went to the CDC website, which, yeah, you're right. If you do go to their own sources and snoop around, you will find the truth. You absolutely can. But it's like, you can't claim to be doing the research on X, Y, or Z and only go to the propaganda. Oh my gosh, you have to have a robust grouping of information. Like, you have to get it from all sources. And no, an AI search is not, it's no different than doing a Google search. Like, it's ridiculous. You know how you ask AI a question that you already know the answer to, but you want to see what it's going to say, and it's clearly giving you the propaganda slave slop answer, and then you just probe a little bit, well, and you just ask it in a certain way where it finally goes, yeah, you're right. And yeah, you could say that's my algorithm, but every time I've done a certain line of questioning, I've always been on a different computer and not used my email account. So I don't think you can attribute those to my algorithm. And I've used different AI models. So you just ask the question in a more pointed way, and it has to go off of its programming. It has to give you truth, because that's all it does is give facts. But it can skew those facts to the propaganda and the narrative that the government who has programmed it wants you to know. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm making this video. I just feel like I need to reach out. I'm lonely. How pathetic. Posting a video on social media because I'm lonely. I have connected with a handful of people, and it's made all the difference in the world, who actually have a brain and a heart. I know I didn't mean to offend anyone by saying that, but I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I need to find people who aren't brainwashed. And I think everyone is brainwashed to a certain degree. That's true. And we're all having to, but if you don't feel like you are, then you're really brainwashed. We're all having to deconstruct and reconstruct our beliefs, especially with everything that's going on right now, and the way we hardly can tell lies from truth, with AI and stuff. So it is a complicated world we live in, and I'm not saying I have it all figured out, that's for sure, but I have it figured out to where I feel like an outcast in my community. Does that mean I move? Maybe. I sure love it here. I do love the people. I live in southern Utah. It's beautiful. The people are amazing. Such good, kind people. But they're also very, very programmed to obey authority. And that's scary. That is really scary. that means those people will throw you under the bus. You are nothing if you're not their authority, whatever that might be. You're an ant. You're just going to get trampled on. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty negative today. Feeling pretty alone. If you feel like politics is the answer and you feel passionate and called to do that, I totally get you, because that was me. I did this for 6 years and felt really called until that last term. More power to you. And you could do both. You could do leaving the matrix, leaving Babylon, and fighting in the political methods as well. You definitely can. But anyway, just for me, the days of that are, yeah, I'm not going to repeat myself. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just reaching out. If there's anybody out there that is kind of feeling the same way I am. In fact, after I gave my speech, kind of a rant, if you want it, let me know. I'll send it to you. A couple of people, but especially this one lady, came up to me afterwards and said, you know, I'm actually really glad you said that. It really is the way I feel too. Like, it really is. Like, I'd be worried if people don't feel that way. Because it's just like, it's all unicorns and rainbows. And some of the speeches that were given last night was, it's all unicorns and rainbows. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. The games people play. I'm not a game player. I'm just not. My brain does not operate that way. I'm not smart in that way. I'm just not. And I don't want to be. I want to operate out of, I guess I do want to operate out of my heart, and I'm not going to feel ashamed for being that way, because having integrity and honor is more important than literally anything else. And I'm not willing to gameplay and look into the future at what decisions I can make that, again, you might think I'm stupid for doing that, but I'm being led by God, I feel. And I'm making my decisions based on what I feel is right for me. I don't know what my point was. Just that I don't, we have to find that balance, right? Between logic and heart, between brain and heart. They're not separate. Your heart is a brain, and your brain probably has heart to it too. And there's so much to us that is metaphysical that we don't even know yet. There's so much that we do know, but there's still so much we don't know. I'm just going to pray that we all, but just me personally, this is my page, that I'm going to attract like-minded souls who see the depravity of the world that we're in, who see that Babylon is falling, who see that it's time to flee Babylon. Please reach out to me. We've got a lot to do, and most of it is networking and praying and meditating, becoming closer to God, but also gathering and being with one another. That's why something like the People Restored, I'm with the People Restored, that's the key. That's stuff like that. That is the key. It's a private member community. It's a member community that is all private. It's all private. And we're networking, and we're creating a system that is honorable and full of integrity, and will be able to subsist when we get turned off, when there's mass police and surveillance state and digital ID, digital money, and everything. Like, if you're not prepared, have fun. Read the Bible. You're going to bow the knee. You just will. You could say you won't, but you will. Just look back at 2020. Whatever you did, in whatever ways you complied, you will most likely comply when the real thing comes down the pipe. I don't want to be negative because I do think people can change and repent, but there was a post this week that I saw that said the way you behaved in 2020 is who you are. That's who you really are. Again, I think you can change, but I think there was a lot of truth to that post as well. So, all right, got it off my chest. Reach out to me if you have any questions or you want to hook up in some way and create a better system. We the people. If we the people aren't waking up and doing this, we're just going to be sucked down and we're just going to be even more of a slave than we already are. All right, have a good day.